Hello guys, I hope you're doing alright. So here we are in a new video about sets. And now we are going to talk about the set difference, okay? We're going to find out a new operation that is called difference of set. Okay, so we'll start with the formal definition for the difference of two sets. Alright? When we are going to find the difference A minus B, we are going to find the elements from X that belongs to the set A and X doesn't belong to set B. What does it mean? When we find the difference A minus B, we are going to find only the elements from A but not from B, alright? So here we can see it much better. A minus B, elements that are in A but not in B. Or if we are going to find B minus A, will be the elements that are in B but not in A. Or here we have a new graph where we can understand this concept. So here we have the sets A and B, and we can check the difference A minus B. So the A minus B will be the blue zone shaded here. So only the elements from A but not from B. Okay, so we only have 1 and 2, A minus B. Okay, because we only have these elements, this region, all right? Now, if we are going to see B minus A will be the opposite, will be the elements that are in B but not in A, okay? Will be only the green zone, only the elements 5 and 6, all right? 5 and 6 will be B minus A. Can you see? A minus B will be 1 and 2, B minus A, 5 and 6. Blue zones, blue zone A minus B, green zone B minus A. Alright? Here we have further examples like this. Here we can see the elements, the sets in roster notation. And here we have 1, 2, and 3 minus 3, 4, and 5. So the elements that are in the first set but are not included in the second set. So here we have only these elements. So we have 1 that is here but not here, so will be in the difference. We have 2 that is not here, so we include 2, but 3, we already have 3 in the other set, so this is not included here. All right, the second one, A comma B minus 3 comma 4. So A, we only have A here, not here, so we write A. B is not included in the second set, so we write B. 3 and 4 only belong to B, all right? So this minus B will be only these elements that are not included in this set. In the next example, we have 1 comma 2 minus, do you remember what does it mean, this sign? This is the empty set. If we subtract 1 comma 2 minus the emptiness, okay, the elements 1 and 2 that are not included in the empty set, all right? So we only have 1 and 2. That will be the difference, all right? So remember, like the graph that you can see here, you can see it much better. This is A minus B, and this is B minus A, all right? So now we continue with a good example of this, okay? So let's see. Given the following sets, we have the set A, 1, 3, 5, 6, 7, and 8. And we have the set B, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. We have the universal set that includes all these elements, okay? And even more, here we have 9 and 10, that is not included here. But this set includes all these elements, all right? So they are asking us, the first one, draw a Venn diagram for the given sets, then find A minus B, then find B minus A, and finally we find the intersection between A and B. So let's start with the first one. So we already have the Venn diagram. This is the universal set. Here we have the sets A, and here we have the set B, okay? Now, let's start, okay? Remember, Like in the last video, I recommend you to build first the intersection zone. So what elements do we have in common between A and B? So we have 1 is only in A, so this is not intersection. 3, we have 3 in both sets, so we write 3 here. All right. 5 is in A and B, so we write 5 here. 6 is also in both sets, so we write 6. 7 is included in both sets, okay? All right. So here we have 4 elements in common, okay? Only this. Now, remember, the missing elements that we write here in A, so what missing elements do we have here? So we have 1 that is not in the intersection zone, so we write 1 here. We already have 3, 5, 6, and 7, so it's missing 8, all right? So we write 8. Okay, now in B, the same. The elements that are not in the intersection zone, missing here. So 2, we don't have 2 here, so we write 2 here. Then we already have 3. 4, we don't have 4, so we write 4. 5, we already have 5 in the intersection zone. 6, we already have 6. And 7 is also here. So we only have 2 and 4. Now, in the outside the sets A and B, in the universal box, so we can write the missing elements that are in the universal set. So we already have 1, 2, we already have 3, we already have 4, that is here, we already have 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 is not included here, so remember we write it here outside, so we have 9, and 10 also is not included in the sets A and B. Alright, so we write 10. Now, it's easier to recognize the difference of set because we already have the Venn diagram, so let's start with the first one. In the second statement, we need to find A minus B. So do you remember what was the region between A minus B? Okay, so I will write it here in blue so we can identify this much better. So the elements that are in A but are not from B. So only this zone, okay? So we only select 1 and 8 are the only elements that are from A minus B, that are in A but not from B. Alright, so we write here curly brackets 1 comma 8. Alright, so we already have the first difference, A minus B. The second difference, B minus A, will be, let's get red, okay? So we have the elements that are in B but are not in A, okay? So we only have 2 and 4, all right? So we write here curly brackets 2 comma 4, all right? So this is the difference, B minus A, that are in B but not in A. Okay, and finally, the intersection that we already know this concept. Do you remember what the intersection was? So the intersection are the elements in common, okay? So what elements do we have in common between A and B? We have 3, 5, 6, and 7, okay? So we write these elements here. So we have 3, 5, 6, and 7. Okay, that's it. So we already have the intersection. Finally, an extra possibility. If we want to calculate the union, for example, A union B, so you remember the union. The union includes all the elements inside the sets A and B, all right? So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, from 1 to 8. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's it. This is the union, an additional, okay? And that's it, guys. So I hope you understood this. So here we have these operations. We have difference, we have intersection, we have union. We already know how to build a Venn diagram. So this is very important. So all this part will be on the next follow-up on next week, okay? And then in the next video, I will go on with an extra operation which is called symmetric difference, okay? We will see what is this about. Okay, guys, I hope you understood. That's it. We finished this part. Remember, if you have any questions, you send me an email, and we will see each other in the advisory, okay? So have a great day. See you later, alligator. Remember that these videos will be in Schoology, okay? Check the videos. Have a great day.